sugar. Ugh. Welcome to the stream, peoples. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So, anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager Nexus Prime, the next installment of the Primes. Gotta say, I'm very excited about that. So, anyways, now that we have people, let's get into this box. So, yeah. Usually I wait for an audience, and then once the audience appears, we usually that's usually when we get to work. So that being said, if you do comment, you do get shouted out at the end of said stream, so do not forget to do so if you would like. So anyways, let's get this thing open, shall we? So all right. Box off to the side. I'm hearing a lot of entertaining things about this guy. So, hold on. Are you aura farming? No, not aura farming. I don't know what you're talking about. So, but anyways. Ooh, that's a big combiner head. Those of you who are unaware, this guy is getting his own combiner thing. So, yeah. I do not have a dog. I have a kitty cat. Although he thinks he's a dog. I'm fairly certain, though. So. Yep. I have a kitty cat who's who thinks he's very much a dog. It's really funny. So, thank you very much for commenting. Ceramic knife, eh? Yes, yes, yes. It is a ceramic knife. Absolutely right. You know what's funny is you're the first person to actually comment on that. I've done giveaways in the past, and the only problem that I have with them is that shipping out of country is a problem, especially right now. So there may be a time where I do another giveaway. There may not. I do not know. There's a possibility that I could do another one here, but I don't know that I'm going to do another one here in the near future. So yeah, that's something that I genuinely don't know if I'm going to do or not. So, but he comes with the Enigma of Combination. So yeah. Yeah, not to mention the price of everything nowadays is, oh my goodness. Take note, I know where to go get my Transformers and where and when to get them and how to get them properly. But what frustrates me about them the most is the fact that no matter the pricing on these things is just, it's never solid. They always retract statements, they always lower prices, they always do weird stuff. Sometimes they lower prices, sometimes they up them, sometimes they just don't tell you that they're going to do something and then they do it anyway. So it's a hassle. And take note, I'm not saying that people don't deserve nice things and or cool things. I'm just saying I don't know that I would be able to provide that. So yeah. I'm personally more stoked that this thing is getting himself, he's actually getting combiners. I'm excited that this guy is getting himself some combiners. Like, really. I'm really excited for that. Those of you who don't know, this guy does, I mean, if you didn't see the freaking combiner head that was sticking out of his back, this guy is getting himself a fully combiner, like, robot, the whole deal. And Hasbro did a very, very terrible job of explaining that. So when people were basically sitting there twiddling with their thumbs and trying to figure out what was going to happen with this figure, everybody was like, well, what do we do now? What are we going to do now? And it's like, well, you're the ones who came up with this, not us. So, and now here comes a problem that usually I don't continue with. Instructions. They're necessary. At least at this current point, because I haven't messed with this guy very much. I mean, y'all saw me just unbox him, so yeah. Congratulations, I don't watch Thieves. I'm gonna be real. I do not care for that guy. I really do not care for him. He is the person I just do not care for. Because the thing with him that bugs me is the fact that he says, oh, you can go get this right now. No, you can't. You stole that from the factory. Like, you paid somebody to steal that from the factory. I have zero respect for him. So yeah, I apologize if that got a little too preachy, but I do not watch him because the way that he holds himself and carries himself in certain aspects, it's almost like I'm better than you, and yet you still can't do what I do. And it's like, well, no shit, nobody can do what you do because you literally steal shit. You're stealing from things. You're stealing from the Hasbro factory. So yeah, no, I do not have any respect for that dude whatsoever in the slightest at all. So yeah, I do not have any respect for Prime versus Prime. I do not hold him in any high regard. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he were to actually own up to everything that he's done and publicly announce that, it still would not make up for the garbage that he's done. So yeah. And there are people who are just going to say, well, it's just action figures. It's just this. Well, that's great. To you, they are just action figures. But to other people, that's a livelihood. To other people, that's how they live. Not as in like I'm talking about content creators. Content creators are not exactly the people you should be paying attention to when it comes to that. But the thing with it is that when you have people who literally have no respect, none, just like absolutely no respect for anything else other than the fact that they just get to make their content and they get to do whatever they want and blah blah blah. It's one of those things that I'm like, no. I will make content. I will make good content. I will make honest content. I will not steal, and I do not show off things. I would never do that. So no, I do not. I do not hold that guy in very high regards whatsoever. What, kitty? What? I have a very angry and upset kitty cat at my feet right now. So, yeah. How on earth am I supposed to do these legs? These legs are super confusing on this, so... there we go. So, but anyways, I've been personally hearing some good things about that Michael Jackson biopic that came out recently. Y'all seen that yet? I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. So, absolutely nothing but good things about that movie. So, and from what I'm also hearing is there might be a part 2 coming. So, that looks better. Hi, buddy. So, not to mention they also kind of slowed down the production on Winds and Waves, the new Pokemon game. That was announced earlier last year. Or, not last year, this year. My bad. So... there we go. But, yeah. And that's how that goes. Yo, what's going on, Zaga and Dorio? And what's up, Corey Tucker? Welcome to the stream. It's always nice to see some OGs return. So, yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who do not know, those two are some OG fans of the live streams. Jeez Louise, this does not want to go into this little peg. There. Golly. So, yeah. There we go. That's what I want. So, there we go. That's where that's at. And then this piece just plugs right on in there. There we go. There's Nexus Prime. That's how that goes. That's how that is. Yeah. So, nothing much. Corey Tucker, what's going on? So. That being said, I'm stoked that this guy's getting some combiners. Like, I'm really excited. So this guy's mere existence right here, and the fact that I'm holding him in my hands right now, is proof we're getting a year 3 of Age of the Primes. Now, from what I'm understanding, is that they're going to be doing a couple re-releases, a couple of retools, and they're going to do one massively brand new figure. And from what I'm understanding, is that they're going to do another, like, from what I'm understanding, this is going to be like a Combaticons type deal. Like, they're going to possibly retool some of the Combaticons to look a lot like the limbs and stuff. So, again, there's no complaints there. So here's kind of what this is gonna look like in robot mode, I guess, or in combined mode. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get him into combined mode. But the mere existence of this guy already confirms that we're getting a year 3 of Age of the Primes. So from what I understand, they are going to do an Orion Pax figure. They're going to do another Orion Pax figure. From what I also understand, they're going to do a Sentinel Prime. I also, from what I understand, I was supposed to be getting Power Glide yesterday, but his release date got pushed back to sometime next month. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really am. I really am like, oh my goodness. I really do not like the fact that Hasbro is pushing certain things back, and they're just like they're pushing things back, and they're pushing things forward. Like they're pushing things too fast to the point where it's like, do we continue with this or do we not continue with this? And I'm honestly kind of concerned for the fate of Transformers right now, because from what I'm understanding and from what I'm hearing is that I have heard this on 3 different occasions from 3 different time periods, and I've heard this multiple different ways from Sunday. I've been hearing that they're going to scrap the Transformers toy line completely, and they're just going to focus solely on the movies. And and take note, that was a long time ago that I heard that. Long time ago that I heard that. So this is probably really old information. So I would not be surprised about that. That being said, if I bust out a Lego set and start building it, would you guys actually stick around and watch? Not that I have much to continue or go off of, but I've got a Lego Ninjago set right here. So, what's going on, Ghost22? What's up? Been a minute. It has been a minute. I haven't seen your profile around in a hot second, but welcome. So, yeah. I think we'll just bust open a Lego set that I got on clearance at a Target the other day. So, I genuinely do not care for Lego Ninjago. I mean, I did watch the show a little bit when I was a teenager. Not because I actually cared for it, but because it was one of those things that was just on TV. So, remember someone Nighty Night? I vaguely remember that, but it's been a minute since I've heard about this, so I've seen, heard, anything. So, but yeah, no, let's just build a Lego set. Let's just build something here with this Legos. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Haven't done this in a short moment, so I'm gonna assume it just wants me to dump out all the parts. So, yeah. That being said, can anybody actually explain to me what the whole point of Ninjago was? I don't understand. I never understood the show, and I never understood any of it, really. I still don't really understand much of it. From what I understand, it was a Lego-based deal that was like only Lego type kind of problem. So I genuinely have no idea what the whole point was of it. So, oh, okay. So grab this. All right, let's start looking for pieces. Let's just start building this thing, shall we? So this piece goes here. And then this piece goes here. So the point was that there's some evil guy who wants to end some ninja group, but he failed. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wait a second. Doesn't that sound like Mortal Kombat? Not that okay. Not that that's a big deal or anything, but just sounds a lot like Mortal Kombat. Only difference is I'm not sure if that's true. So, but yeah. So, Anyways, let's just keep building. Let's just keep building and see where this takes us. Like I said, I did watch a little bit of the show, just not a lot, because I thought it was kind of dumb. I thought the show just was kind of like... I'm gonna be honest, I think it definitely was meant for children. And I'm not trying to criticize a show that was made and based off of specifically for kids. So I'm not even going to criticize that. Same thing goes with like Thomas the Tank Engine and stuff like that. I just don't criticize those types of shows, at least in certain areas. Thomas the Tank Engine, though, is one that I would criticize later, but just not to the extent that I would give it now. So... But lately I've been paying attention more to like music and stuff like that, so I recently just heard the Freddie Mercury and one of the Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson songs that the two did together. So So is that a car or something? Yep, that's kind of what the whole deal is. It's a Lego set that I don't really think... I don't really think... well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I think about this Lego set. So, it's just a Lego set at this current moment that I'm putting together, so... Nothing huge, nothing overtly... Nothing that's gonna scream, oh yeah, this is amazing. So, but I'm just building something. I'm just building what? I'm just building... where is it? I'm building this set here. Building this set. That's what I'm building. Why am I building this set? Because I got it on clearance at Target. So, I'm going to assume that goes there. And then this, weird. Okay. So there's that. Now I get to apply stickers. Hooray. So, looks like an F1. It's not. It is not. It is nowhere near an F1 race thing. It is, if I'm going to be honest, it is probably the furthest thing from that. There we go. Alright, this will have to do. There we go. That'll go there. Okay. I gotta have 6 of these. That being said, did you guys see the Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff that's been coming out lately? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not. It's not an F1. It's not. I told you, it's not. It is not an F1. It's not F1. Look at the back of... Dude, it's... Does this say F1 on it anywhere? Just because it has a spoiler like that does not mean it's anywhere near F1. Anyways, I see you, Alexander Rothschild. Welcome to the chat. It's been a minute since I've seen you, buddy. It's been a minute. How are you? Yo, what's up, user bin0214? How you doing? Weird. Okay. Weird. Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. So, I'm gonna make food, be right back. You good? Go ahead, make your food, man. Food is a necessity. I was gonna say I just ate a bunch of food before I started this stream, so. Hmm. Interesting. How the f did I do that wrong? Okay, apparently I didn't do it wrong. I'm just a moron. Which tends to be the case around here more often than not. Goodness. Turns out I am just a moron. Hold on, I'm gonna make food, be right back. Been stuck with my writing also. Yep, that tends to be the case sometimes. So, get that. Totally do. Totally do. So, that goes there. And then that goes there. Like so. Okay. Yeah, let's put the dude together. There we go. Here's our dude. Looks like we're almost done here, though. Looks like we're on the home stretch. Oh, so this is the off-road mode. Okay. So this is the off-road mode. To put it into real stupid mode. And assume that's the way those are supposed to go. And that goes there. One can only assume. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, well, you're left with 3 pieces. So there we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how it's done. So. Alright, well, I think we're going to end the stream here, so please do not forget to check out the main channel when you get a chance to do so, because then you can definitely see all the cool stuff we do and all of the things that go on this channel. And this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to subscribe to Minato Master 8962. Do not forget to check out Yoshidak7, Conductor Kamen. Do not forget to check that out, him out as well. Do not forget to check out Zaga and Oreo. Do not forget to check out Ghost 22U1N. Do not forget to check out Alexander Rothschild as well. Do not forget to check out Riveted Rail Fan, Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Video, Patrick's Voice Rail. Let's see who else here. Don't forget to check out Kit and Kat 999, Lemon Lime Studios, and oh, what the hey, we'll throw them out there too. Trooster Tube and Winter Night. Don't forget to check them out as well. And this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys.